This is Shooting USA, honored as the best of outdoor television by the National Shooting Sports Foundation. Earlier, you met Joyce Wilson and Trevor Baucom. What we didn't tell you then is they were squatted with us and a few other friends. So here's John and Mike with our IDPA experience.
Our squad this year was an interesting mix of people. We had the always flamboyant Tony Mealy, very opinionated individual. The somewhat quiet but still on point Paul Pluff, both longtime Smith Wesson employees and guys we've shot with in the past.
We've got Scott McGregor, and Scott is someone who's been on the show a lot because on top of working for FMG magazines, he's a real competitor.
And then the governor, Big Jim, he's in there with his M&P banging it out. So always fun to shoot with Dad.
Just winged him. That's all.
He'll be okay. I'm sure he'll be okay.
You want to sign it?
Yeah.
As Trevor's making his way into different shooting sports to not only make other returning servicemen and women understand that the shooting sports want to welcome them, but also to help the shooting sports understand that there needs to be some accessibility for guys who have physical limitations.
Watching him holster, roll himself towards the targets, re-engage targets, holster, stop, move himself around the props, engage targets again. He has a lot more to deal with just to shoot these stages of fire.
Yeah, it's a little more difficult from the wheels here, but it's all good, still fun. So.
Paul shot the truck stage far better than any of us, and he was blazing, and he had all good hits, so credit to Paul on that stage.
I got on the trigger, I shot it as fast as I could, and it really worked out for me. It gave me a good score on that stage.
IDPA has a rule that if you're in the open shooting at targets with no cover, you have to be moving. But they don't tell you how you have to move. As long as you're moving, you're legal.
Moonwalk. That was a little bit of an inner short stroke moonwalk there, but
we need to compare your walking pace.
I think, well, we worked on it together. That's the thing. So we can actually race.
Turtle.
I love Mike's and John's shuffle. It's this cute little Tim Conway, back him up, you know, like it's just adorable, you know, and every time I watch him, it's like, it just reminds me of the little old guy, you know, like, you know, or the old show Laugh-In, Artie Shaw, you know, the little Artie Shaw shuffle.
As this match was going on and we were getting more and more into the stages, you could see the competitive flow coming out of Joyce, and Joyce with an M&P is a great competitor.
You just wonder if any of that skill is going to ever come back, because at one point in time I actually shot relatively well. I mean, I was never like a top tier 2 shooter, but you know, it's nice to see that it's not all complete rust.
Joyce is a fantastic IDPA shooter, and if you don't take the time to find out what she's planning, you're missing a wealth of information.
I had more fun shooting this match than probably any other person here, you know, because it was just so neat to be back in the fold shooting, you know, with people that you really enjoy being around, you know, and talking about, well, how'd you do on this stage and how'd you do on that stage?
One huge advantage we had was having Scott McGregor there with us.
He's a fantastic shooter no matter what gun you put in his hands. And he absolutely just did what needed to be done here to claim high medium, like literally hand over fist.
that was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I should have got a little better sight picture on that one headshot, but it was a good time. If you're a gun guy, it doesn't really get any better than this.
Everybody was so happy. Everybody was high-fiving each other. And we all agreed, we're going to be back next year. This is our squad.
I mean, you see it. We're all having a great time. I'm spending a whole day shooting. What more could you ask for?